champion. What's going on? It's your boy Jay Black, aka Black Man. Shake my hand, hit the like button. Champion of the year, GoFundMe, please support it. We're basically a month away. Put your vote in for the top 20 considerations. Coat check. Survey number 2 will be out next month. It's the most important survey. But we're here for Tay Roc versus Kyd Slade. Now, I put out a pretty much in a builder review, and I want to fill in the blanks, man. I really want to fill in the blanks on the important details and the important parts regarding this actual battle. Off rip, I want to keep it even on both sides and fair on both sides. And I see the complaints about the talking through the rounds. If we're going to deduct points, I'm going to deduct points from Tay Roc and Kyd Slade. Like I said in the initial review is that, as Tay Roc is rapping, he says what he says, pull out the paperwork, you did this. And he says, basically, after a few words, I'll beat your And that's where, in my mind, things went left. And I think after that, there was a vicious cycle of talking through each other around. The respect was not there for either side. Roc ain't respect Kyd Slade. Kyd Slade ain't respect Roc. And you know what they said? We can walk around the corner when this is done. We can walk around the corner when this is done. You hear me? And on top of that, they're walking around the corner when this is done. Shout out to both these MCs. At the end of the day, this is the venue. This is a professional business. URL's professional business. In no way, shape, or form were they going to fight. If they don't pop on stage within that third round, at the end of the third round, once you make go this way and you go that way, y'all not finna fight. Cops pulled up to the venue, bro. The venue has security. URL has security at that point. So no matter how tough you believe Roc is or Kyd Slade is, they wasn't going to fight. There was not going to be a fight. There was not going to be a fight. There was 3 cop cars outside. It is what it is. No fight was going to happen. Now, another thing that we got to address, the battle is definitely 43 minutes long. And I was in the building, doing my thing. I'll leave it at that. Fill in the blanks. I was in the building doing my thing. So I know the battle was an hour, basically an hour, but the war was an hour and 20. Because after Kyd Slade goes this way and Roc goes this way, my situation is still, doing what it's doing. And, there was another almost fight after, they both parted ways because I think one of Kyd Slade's entourage was still outside, or inside the venue, but like on the outer side of the camera and the, actual, battle, whatever. And I think, Roc's side picked up on, him and was like, hey, what's up? What you want to do? That's more information for you if you needed it, if you want to know what's going on. But yeah. So that's kind of what happened. The war, what I received as far as being entertained as a fan, as a supporter, was an hour and 20 minutes. But for the battle's sake, and I guess y'all don't want to sit through a long-ass battle like that for real, it got cut down to 43 minutes. So, again, the battle, basically an hour, the entire war, from start to finish, I feel like from both parties, leaving the actual building and going where they got to go, hour and 20, hour and 30. You know what I'm saying? And if the security didn't kick you out, you got to experience everything that, had transpired. And shout out to Hip Hop is Real. I'm like, Knowledge, you want to record? This is what you do. Shout out to you. This is what you do, record all this. He would have had some really good footage. After the battle was done, he would have had some really good footage for y'all if you care about that type of stuff. All right. Let's get into the battle, though. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to the actual battle. First round, Tay Roc opened up with some bars. It wasn't just straight to the paperwork, The minutes you may have I think there was a good 30 seconds, 40 seconds or whatever. Don't quote me on the actual. I'll give you a second when you can quote me on actual timing. But the plug hit by Tommy, a tunnel go through El Chapo, news to the front door, take the paper out. He's barring a little bit. Then he gets into the Mr. Doster. Take the paperwork out, and I guess this is a critical point in the battle where you got to make a decision as a viewer, I guess, because you feel like he stated enough for where you feel like he corroborated or it's not part of the street ethics saying he did too much or he said this, he said that, and I don't care. I'm done with you. And you feel like Roc got it right there. The battle is over. That's on you. What I say is this. I feel like in battle rappers, gangsters, street authorities, y'all gotta make a decision. Again, we waited a week. We wanted to defer to y'all on this situation. Same thing with Adi Boom versus Big Cat. I feel like everybody had a stance, and the stance was, it's that. With this situation, it's up in the air. It's like half people saying, oh, he did this. I'm talking about the actual like battle rappers, MCs, the people that you consider gangsters in the culture, or have the right to speak on these things as they say, right? You know what I'm saying? Like you feel like Geechee saying this, Verb is saying this, and then on the other hand, you got Swamp saying this. You got Shot at Twerk is saying he might have did that, but it's like it's not the same as that, and it's like it's in the middle. So now you leave us to go through the actual battle, for me at least. Y'all basically 50-50. It wasn't like the other situation where it's 100%. And this is one of the reasons, I'm going to say it again, shout out to Math Hoffa, you know what I mean? But he's doing successful things, but I feel like his platform would have been a perfect situation to say, this is what it is. And he would have had like 5 MCs with him in that building. They had a full-on discussion. I remember the last time they had Mike's on and Arab, like, it was easy. You just go off for that. That's what it is. But this time around, it's not that. But very damaging. He had the witness protection, Casey Anthony. Kiss, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I feel like this is going to follow you for the rest of your career, bro. It's going to follow you for the rest of your career. And I feel like in terms of your next opponent, he might have better PR. People might like him better because at this point we see that Tay Roc's a villain. We see that people hate him, whether they have a right to or they, whatever it is that they feed off of him and the energy they don't like from him. You know what I'm saying? Your next opponent's probably going to be liked and it's going to hit a little harder. Just being 1,000. Keeping 1,000. But yeah, first round from Roc, he's going for the basically the death blow. Like I said, the pie mate. So if you see my initial recap, I'm filling in the blanks. He went for the pie mate. Walk away. The question is, did he pass though? And it's looking like he's not. You know what I mean? The battle is out. Everybody got a chance to digest it and have an opinion on it, and it's 50-50. That means the brother is still standing. Kyd Slade goes. He had a tsunami surf case right now. Right hand man. Oh shit. And again, if you believe what Tay Roc is saying, it's like, why are you speaking on this? But other than that, he has a tell me why your hands don't work when it's time to knuckle up. You know what I'm saying? Kyd Slade had a good first round for the most part, but I just don't see how things are being changed in battle rap. Let me say this again. I don't understand how things are being changed in battle rap, not being fair on both sides. To shout at Tay Roc, shout at Kyd Slade, not being fair on both sides. When somebody lands a bar, I traditionally give them a 10-second grace period. You get 10 seconds. After that, what is your next move? So after he gets a 10-second grace period, there's a 55-second on the footage that I got. There's a 55-second stop in between rapping. If I can do the entire proper preparation, prevents poor performance, prepare, probably get punished by the principal. If I can rap that whole situation and you still ain't rap yet, I can't give you the round. And again, I get it. There was commotion on stage, back and forth. He's calling you a rat, all types of ratatouille, whatever it is. And I get that gets you flustered. However, no matter, if this or that, if you're stopping 55 seconds after the 10-second grace, I cannot give you the round. And that's not to me saying that his material was bad. Because again, the pack of Mambas in the bathroom chopping up China like Ami Honda. Fire. Really good. But if there's a 55 seconds after the 10-second grace, when did the rules change? 55 seconds grace. After the 10-second grace, 55 seconds, Tay Roc gets the first round of me. And again, if you compare material, when you're going for the kill shot, child to Henny man, or the death blow, you kind of want to break it down in simplest terms, right? Layman's terms, whatever. Because you got to think when Big K did what he did, he kind of sacrificed rapping, patterns and super bars. He kind of want to tell the fans like, yo, this is what he is. This is what his name is. Please go to page 2, the highlighted section. He's talking like that. He's rapping like that. So, of course, the comparison of material and content is not going to be the same. He's going for this is what you are. So, yeah, you can say Kyd Slade in the terms he had a better battle round, a rapping round as opposed to that. But, again, 55 seconds after the 10-second grace, I can give you that round. Tay Roc, get the first round of me. Second round now. Again, energy is gone. And again, the footage that you would have seen if they had put the situation in here, after the first, he didn't want to rap no more. He was done. He was literally saying, I don't want to rap no more. I want to go outside. I want to fight. He was saying that all throughout the battle after the situation was done in the first. So At this point, shout out to Roc, but I feel like you kind of sped through the round. You phoned it in. You, like you said, you didn't want to rap no more. And the traditional second round Roc, or one of the guys that we consider having some of the best second rounds in history, we didn't get that. Now, I actually disagreed to people. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the material wasn't that bad. It's the delivery. The delivery was not there for the material to hit as it's supposed to be intended to. I feel like the second half of his second round, he started to actually heat up. You know what I'm saying? The kids, top of the round, though, second round for Roc. Kid out scribbling, closes his mouth whistling, gremlin, straighten Slade wig, flat iron, Kyd Slade, Deathstroke, play on a DC joint. And he went into this WWE scheme I thought was dope. The Fiends, effing with H. Stephanie McMahon, wherever you Roman Reigns. I thought that was dope. But again, the delivery at that point was off. Now, I will say this for Kyd Slade in a second. I felt like he was fighting for his life. Because, again, if Roc's situation hits, you're done. If Roc stuff hits, so his energy is up, it's magnified, he's pretty much rapping like, if this is my last time I'm going to rap, you got to fight me then. You got to come take this win. His energy is up, his projection is up, and I feel like that's the inverse of what happened with Roc. Roc is done. I feel like Kyd Slade, it's actually on now. And again, if you feel like the content is not that crazy, the delivery in which he's saying it is actually pretty dope for me. The Rico plug, the Tombstone, Black Adam, boat action, that was dope. The banana clip, damn near from the sea. Blade slide, box cutter, the Kevin Gates bar, the Rasheed Wallace, the original flamer, Reed Dallas, Roc be solid, be like a rock and be solid. You bought your hammer out of the gun store. I'm not eligible to go in one. And again, if you subscribe to what Tay Roc was saying in the first one, it's like, why? Come on, bro. Stop. That's if you subscribe to that. And that's probably one of the ways you could say Tay Roc won. However, for me, I'm going off of what I'm going off of here. HKSKARFN, aiming at you, hop out, playing Scrabble, fire to me. Dope. I gave the second round. And again, even if you feel the content is damn near equal, the delivery in which they kind of did it in, I got it 1-1 going into the third. The traditional battle rap, 1-1 going into the third round. You know what I'm saying? 1-1 going into, I know you hate it. It's a 1-1 going into the third round. And keep in mind, in the building, listen, I understand what people are saying. I'm standing on my stance, and my stance is being in the pit, being front and center right there, and getting the entire hour and 20 minutes of a war, basically an hour of a battle. I was entertained. My thing is this. As long as they don't fight, we good. They didn't fight. They didn't fight on the stage. They didn't fight when they both went to, Kyd Slade went this way, still had the mics on him. Tay Roc went this way, security immediately grabs him. You know what I'm saying? They didn't fight. They didn't fight in the first or second round. I mean, of like the actual situation happening. But third round from Tay Roc, now I feel like he regained his consciousness, because I feel like this is probably Tay Roc's best round and one of the actual better rounds in the entire battle. You talking too much. We can't be friends. Deborah Cox, knife in a plug, electric shock, the kids bop, tease with a pick, thirst trap, earth flat, see kids bop, Robin Harris, force the kid for kids, trying to send 7 up, the hit 7 3 times, jackpot, the trickster for kids. Roc has a great third round. It makes you wonder. I mean, should he just been on this way the entire way through? You know what I mean? Should it? Because Roc has a third round. However, I'm here to be fair. I'm here to be fair in how I do things. Now, this is part I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Again, because after a certain point in time, it don't matter how long the mess up is. If you're going to leave 20 seconds in there, you might leave the entire situation in there. You know what I'm saying? There was a time in the third when the screen went to white. Right? So what you guys saw was, let me see here. After the 10, keep in mind how I do things. After the 10-second grace, I give you 10 seconds to recover. I give you a 1, 2, 3, 4. I give you like a referee, a box get hit or whatever. You can stand up. I give you a 10-second grace period, 10 count. And then after that, I think you guys see 16 seconds. Total of 26 seconds, 10-second grace. Y'all see 16 seconds. Even with 16 seconds, it's problematic in your round. Right? What the entire footage is 10-second grace, and I believe 30. Well, I think after, so the original footage is 10-second grace, 30 seconds on top of that, almost 30 seconds on top of that. If I can complete the proper preparation performance, what am I doing here? Right? So even if you felt like Tay Roc's third round was actually better, by the time he's running out of breath, for me, I have to count that in there. And if I'm counting it in there, being fair on both sides, it's problematic for Tay Roc's round. Kyd Slade goes, and in the third, he says pretty much the holding door angle. He kind of barred it, so I guess that was cool. Throw your wife in the truck and then proceed with caution. I thought that was dope. Rock a blade, tomahawk, leave the charger unrecognized. European charge, leave it unrecognizable. I thought that was dope. Dracula's fake, Slade with a stick, wet floor side, even slide on caution. I thought that was dope. Yeah, so I feel like Kyd Slade had a good enough round to where it's like, okay, you know, with that 30-second discrepancy within Roc's round, I would have to go Kyd Slade. If I'm here to be fair, I would have to go Kyd Slade, and that would be Kyd Slade in the second and third. But again, it goes back to if you subscribe to the paperwork theory, and you know he felt like, as you know, the one of the authorities that can speak on the street-ish, that was just nah. At this point, you said this, you can go Roc. If you feel like Roc's third round was just completely better, regardless of the mess up, but again, can I subscribe to a theory that if I can, you know, complete this and say that's the, you know, there's after the 10-second grace, there's more time on top of that. Even though it wasn't as crazy as Kyd Slade's 55 seconds after the 10-second grace, I got to go Kyd Slade second and third. I got to go Kyd Slade second and third here, ladies and gentlemen. That's how I actually called the battle. But I'm going to say this, Kyd Slade, and I do believe he's going to get booked again. He's going to get, I really, you know, I mean, I think he's going to get booked again. It is what it is, right? I don't think they're going to stop booking Kyd Slade. So what's going to happen here is Kyd Slade, you got to think, and I feel like this is unfair to Roc. He's disliked. He's hated for the most part. And when you dislike somebody, it kind of makes things go unfairly on how you view things. You know what I mean? He's coming in with the people that don't like him, that don't rock with him, so they're going to immediately jump to your side regardless. Again, I personally feel like there's no way you get the first round. I don't see how you get to 55 seconds after a 10-second count. You know what I'm saying? 55 seconds, but you still get that first round. So what I'm saying is this. If you battle somebody that's liked and they take that same approach and they just, you know, highlight the pertinent, you know what I mean, you know, points of that documentation, it's going to hurt a little bit, man. It's going to hurt. So when you say you don't really got a rebuttal, you better build one for your next battle. You better get one. You better get a few. You better get pre-buttles. Because they're not going to jack talking and just saying that you didn't do this. At the end of the day, battle rap is, you know, based on creativity and my beliefs. And the next person you battle will be creative. They're going to be creative. Whether they just do consistent bar after bar after bar after bar after bar. Like Tay Roc in the third, you talk too much. We can't be friends. Deborah Cox. Imagine if you battle on the punch and they just line that shit up with this, and it's hitting. Imagine you battle Angler and they do this, like, ha! Can't really. Just saying. But again, shout out to Tay Roc and Kyd Slade. That's how I call it. And if you see my original review of being in the building, I'm literally just filling in blanks. I kind of already told you all this stuff. I really did. I'm just filling in the blanks. I didn't want to mess the battle up for you guys, obviously. And that video got a whole bunch of views, so I feel like I did my due diligence to keep the ending and not spoil it for you guys. So if you feel I'm bugging, put in the comment section right now below who you had winning and why. If you feel like Roc won first and third, you know, talk to me why. You feel like Kyd Slade got all three, I need to hear that. Tell me why. Talk to me in the comment section, all right? With that being said, we out. Please support and donate the Champion of the Year. Champion!